I'm bundled up in my room. Alright, counting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 2 randoms. So, yep, and definitely a keeper. Oh, geez. Do they also? I think they also play Belcher, right? Oh, no. It's a Belcher mirror. It's a Belcher mirror. Oh, no. This hand's not amazing in the Belcher mirror. I've been sitting all morning. Let's stand up. Enjoy the ride, Twitch chat. Oh, come on, opponent. Where'd you take my mat, child? My standing mat. Your turn. Your turn. 10 out of 10 keeping. I would like to stand on this child. They did win the die roll. It's not a good sign for us. Jacob, do not trap the corpse, please. Thank you. You're a crazy little sheep. Am I dead? How dead am I? Oh, they showed me their hand. I can find out how dead I am. We're gonna have a goblin's mirror. Storm is 5. Storm is 6. Or are they gonna twister us? They might diminishing returns us. This might be a diminishing returns. I like it. I hope my opponent better diminishing returns out, so I'm gonna be very disappointed in them. I'm gonna be very disappointed in your opponent if you have the option to wheel and don't wheel. Why, do you even like fun if you have the option to wheel and don't wheel? They used a blue mana, okay. Are they just getting goblins? That's sad if they're just making 16 goblins. Oh, geez, they drew the empty? Did they really draw the empty? Holy crap. They drew the empty. What a tilt. What a tilt. What a tilt. Drew the empty. Gets to Goblin War Strike us. What a savage. Alright, well, let's start by paying 2 and see what we get. Yeah, I played the Ruby Sapphire Socket stack a few times. We are dead. We are very dead. Alright. For all those of you at home out there taking notes, I would like you to realize that when you're playing the Belcher mirror, the only thing you need is a seatbelt. You don't need a sideboard. Just hit the submit deck button. Hit the submit deck button, move on. We've broken 2 gigs of RAM used for Magic Online, so we need to restart after this match. Which won't be much longer. Just for those of you that are wondering, this match won't last much longer. Alright, so his hand doesn't have a red starter. It makes a lot of mana. I'm gonna keep on the back of a hope or a dream, right? Oh, I could Pyroclasm. Oh, I could have Pyroclasm them. Maybe? Did I have enough mana to Clasm them? Yeah, probably. I guess I could have Clasm them. I didn't think about that. Yeah, you're right, chat fam. Could have clasmed him. And like, I would just like the record to reflect it's not the amount of RAM that Magic Online using that's a big deal. Like, there's plenty of applications that use a lot of memory, especially video games. It's the fact that Magic Online leaks memory. It starts using very little and then goes up and up and up, which is the issue. Gotta be the control Belcher deck when you're on the draw, right? Alright, what do we get? Another Rite of Flame tilt. Alright, we needed a Tinder Wall or a Manamorphose. No, Manamorphose one doesn't. We needed like Chrome Mox, Lotus Petal. Needed something to get the red started. They drew another Rite of Flame. It's pretty good. The old Taiga go, eh? The old Taiga go, eh? That's really unfortunate for us. I didn't say I was playing loose because someone else paid for the league. I said I didn't think of that line. I was honest. You don't play Belcher as a toolbox control deck. You play Belcher to get people. This hand was a little loose, but it's pretty good if we hit a thing. And now even another Elvish Spirit Guide works since we hit the Manamorphose. They're figuring out if they want to go off or if they just want to like play a Chrome Mox out. No, we put a land in our deck. I put a land in my deck. Am I dead? Am I dead? They have a lot of mana. Three, four, five, six, seven. Oh, we're actually dead if they have Belcher, right? Okay. Okay. Are they gonna wheel? This feels like a wheel. This is a really good wheel for them too. They have like 5 extra mana here. Yeah, there's the Diminishing Returns. They're pretty likely to kill us here. They could just brick though. Like, that's how Belcher works sometimes, right? I would love to draw 7 cards, thank you. What's hand do? My hand's great. What does your hand do, opponent? Does it kill me? Please just make goblins. Please just make goblins. Are they gonna crack these and then have us each discard and draw 7? They have a Tendrils! Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. That's right. We have a Tendrils too, right? Alright. Quick sponsors page. We're gonna restart Magic Online here because it's boop. That's hemorrhaging memory here. Well, we got to watch Belcher go off in the first round of that league. This wasn't the Belcher we wanted to go off. Hey, we're back. I didn't even say excuse me. I'm pretty sure they need to ban Belcher because it wins the mirror 100% of the time, and you can't have a deck with a win rate like that. It's just unacceptable. My 7 was definitely loose in the second game. Like, I feel like you need hands that go off quickly, and that hand went off with like, so how many cards did I have that hit with that hand? It was like Taiga, 4 Petals, Tinder Wall. Like, we had a lot of hits that made that hand go off. This hand does stuff. So we're actually gonna play this Chrome Mox and not imprint anything on it because I just want to generate extra storm. We're gonna say no, don't imprint. Alright, 14 goblins, go. And this is where, you know, it's a little bit iffy. Like, if our opponent's not playing a fair deck, they could combo us back here. Oh no, Street Wraith. What is... Search of the Street Wraith. Cone 3357 with the Twitch Prime subscription. Thank you very much and welcome. I do appreciate it.
I drew a penis on Declan's Etch-a-Sketch, but he wouldn't show Christy.
He wouldn't show Christy.
He just erased it.
That's so rude.
I know.
Oh my goblins.
Now we're playing the level 1 deck.
The level 1 Belcher deck.
Yeah. Street Wraith with Bloodstained Mire.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe some kind of Death Shadow deck?
Yeah, it has to be Death Shadow. Doing like a Watery Grave here, probably.
Watery Grave, Fatal Push your Goblin.
Yeah. No, alright.
Lightning Bolt the Goblin. Yep, that's definitely a line that can win the game.
Maybe Jund with Traverse the Elvenwold.
Okay.
Like, I don't know what else you would do that. I don't know what else you would play Street Wraith for in that deck.
Immortal wants to know when you plan to stream again.
It's too much work.
It's too much work.
Way too much work.
We've bested our opponent. A true skill game has been played, and we have been dubbed the more skillful player. It looks like our opponent might not be playing blue cards, so I'm just going to hit submit. If your opponent's not playing blue cards, just click submit.
We just got done with the throw stuff in deck 1 game. Mock. What? I know.
Man, this hand's great. I assume we're getting Thought Seized or Duress here on 1. Yep, you have another Street Wraith opponent.
Oh, you got the pen stuck again?
What are you doing, opponent? This has got to be like a Force or a Mind Break Trap, right? Oh, they just have a Thorn of Amethyst. That's adorable.
Oh, you want me to draw?
Welcome to Legacy, nerd. Welcome to Legacy.
There, Declan, I drew. Now you can erase
They're
it.
playing Hollowed 1.
Okay, so this is just like, crap, what's the name of that black-green bad stuff deck that used to exist?
Black-green bad stuff?
I know it is, because I tried to play it once. It's like Bloodghast and Tarmogoyfs and...
He definitely had Bloodghast in his deck.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember what else it is. I tried playing it when Grizzly Salvage got printed, so I'm like, this is what this deck needed. I don't remember what it's called, but it's a thing. This is a deck that exists.
Alright, so we're pretty sure they don't have... I'm pretty sure they don't have... I'm pretty sure they do... No, Trainwreck's a real deck name, believe it or not. Welcome to Legacy.
They're not called Trainwreck. It got a weird name. But this is a thing.
Alright, so I do this. So we have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I feel like we could make goblins here, or I could Diminishing Returns. And Diminishing Returns is way more fun, so let's do Diminishing Returns. We get the Diminishing Returns with 2 mana left over.
What?
So Diminishing Returns is usually pretty safe against these non-blue decks. We could brick and die. We could not find a win condition. Alright, sweet.
Yeah, yeah? Oh, sit?
No! We wheeled them into a Golgari Charm! They have a Basking Root Wallet in their deck? Was Tendrils lethal? Did I miss a lethal Tendrils? I probably missed a lethal Tendrils. What a tilt. Missed a lethal Tendrils, wheeled them into Golgari Charm. Missed a lethal Tendrils, wheeled them into Golgari Charm. Yeah, because they were at 18.
Oh my gosh, Declan, what's it called?
Now I just can't do anything, right? What is... Alright, we'll pass the turn.
Oh, that's so cool, dude!
Was it only 16? Yes, the probe was... I don't think the Tendrils was lethal. I don't know. I have to go back and count. Was not lethal. God bless.
Yeah, dude.
Maybe I should have played the other LED out. Magic is hard. Magic is hard. Now we got to win the game by firing off the People's Cannon. Welcome to Thunderdome, opponent. Welcome to Thunderdome. Make some blue mana. Dome you.
Ava Green, that's what it's called.
Ava Green.
Yeah. I knew it had some stupid legacy name.
Some stupid legacy name.
Yeah. Yeah? Hold on, I need to move over your pretzels. Yeah?
Hey, Spurt with the 2-month resubscription. Thank you very much and welcome back. I appreciate the continued support. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, keep.
Joey eating pretzels is funny, huh?
The rest, you know, horseshit interaction is this. Alright.
Oh.
They're gonna take our empty. We're gonna rip a Burning Wish like a professional. Or a Belcher. Win condition says?
Underground C says Team America.
Man, they're playing Storm, okay?
Oh, yeah? Oh, there's a match?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it was able to. Yeah? Surprised you could beat the Legacy Vampire Nighthawk deck.
The Legacy Vampire Nighthawk deck.
Stop. Yeah?
Alright.
Erase it.
Pass back here, I think. Yeah. Alright.
Where's these?
Just need a Belcher to win the game. Need a quick Belcher to win the game.
They're up.
What's in the bowl?
Popcorn.
I'm sure Jake would like some.
Watching another movie.
Oh, you looked like you were doing something, so I was waiting.
I was making popcorn.
Oh.
Opponent desperately flailing around trying to not die here.
Yeah.
Want some popcorn, James?
You want to watch your movie?
You want popcorn?
So we have how many win conditions? We've got 2 empties. We got 10 win conditions in our deck here.
Let's go up.
That's a win condition. That's one of our worst win conditions here.
Can Joey have popcorn? Joey!
Since I already played out, lost some of my storm count here.
Wow, he's really bad at catching.
Well, yeah, he's on a...
That's a Goblin Charbelcher, though. Hey.
That's him?
Nah, I'm good.
How much longer are you streaming? You want to watch a movie with us?
I like another hour, probably.
Lame.
We're so good at this.
I'll just go hang out with my girlfriend. My gal pal, watch our chick flick. We're gonna go watch chick flicks now.
Pitch Perfect is definitely a chick flick.
Fuck you, Jeff!
We're just the smartest, thinnest Belcher player around. Alright, what does this hand do? Makes mana and kills them. Sounds great. I didn't say Pitch Perfect was a bad movie. I said it was a chick flick, which is correct. Just, I'd like the record to state. I'd like the record to say I didn't say Pitch Perfect was a bad movie. I said it was a chick flick. They have Flusterstorm? Nope. Alright, opponent. Leaning on this brainstorm, thinking you're gonna get a second turn. Alright, so what does this hand do? What does this hand do? Well, it makes Buck tons of mana. So we do this. We do this, we do this. Do this. 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 Exile this. Alright, here's the real question. Do we make a bunch of goblins here, or do we draw 7? I feel like I just draw 7 cards, right? No. Love to use this. So we could make a bunch of goblins, or we could reforge the soul. Or we could reforge the soul. What are the odds? What are the odds that 17 what are the odds that 18 goblins is good enough? They could kill us, right? We're up a game. Playing with house money. Let's reforge the soul. Let's get fresh 7s all around, everyone. Oh, I guess they get to brainstorm in response to this, right? And keep some of their cards? That's a little awkward. It's a little touch awkward. Drawing is bad against decks that have Force of Will. Opponents playing Storm, their deck does not have Force of Will in it. I'm really disappointed in all the people in chat that are trying to play optimally right now. I feel like you need to... Oh yeah, that's true. I guess pitching the Spirit Guide doesn't add storm count here. So... This... Unburning Wish gives me how much mana? They had a Brainstorm, they had Tutors, they were like an LED away from going off. So go ahead and do that. We get to go ahead and do this. I'm gonna go ahead and do this. This isn't lethal, we're short mana currently. This costs 2 mana. Alright, well. A little bit short there at the end. A little bit short there at the end. Something in my connection is hiccuping here. I assume they're gonna dead me back here. I stand by my decision to try and kill them. Because, like, they're probably gonna dead us even if we made a bunch of goblins, right? So... We're up a game here too, so... Alright, I've got a lot of dark rituals. We need natural tendrils. Most like it. Yep. Nope. We didn't have enough mana to do that, Rybson. That requires a 4th mana, which we did not have. Counting's hard though, so I'll give you a pass. One, two, three, four, five, six. Yeah, I think this is fine on the play. I wouldn't keep this hand on the draw, but just like 12 goblins on the play is fine. No, my opponent's hand before Reforge the Soul is pretty good too, Python. We probed them and saw what they had. Then actually has a bunch of mana left over too. And 14 goblins go. They could definitely kill us before these kill them, but I think this is a fine start. Hitting them with goblins makes their ad nauseum worse, which is good for us. Usually their fast wins require ad nauseum. Am I dead? Another ponder, okay. Wonder if they have a post-board way to clean up. Maybe they have an Echoing Truth to clean up these goblins. Could see that being the case. Yeah, Wish would have been lethal with the Goblin War Strike. Belcher's not a terrible draw. Gives us a backup plan if they have Echoing Truth. Am I dead? Are my goblins dead? Opponent just said my ad nauseum is pretty bad right now. GG's. GG's opponent. Alright. Seem to still be having some connection issues. I don't know. Might finally be time to run a cord through my house. Ouroboros doesn't do anything. Why do I need double blue? For Teleria West? That doesn't seem particularly good. This hand makes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So if this hits a mana, we get to kill them. We're on the play too, it looks like. Yeah. So we need a piece of mana to blast them off. I'm pressed for all the land slots in that deck, so I don't really have a land I want to cut for an Ouroboros. Alright, well, we hit it, but they have a force, so...
No, Jake is not going to protect you. You ate that much cheese.
Opponent just being rude and policing our fun. This is 10 out of 10 getting forced, but you know. Jacob. Please stop grabbing my arms, bud. On with our lives. It's a shame we didn't have goblins there. The opponent actually messed up. They should have forced the Seething Song, because if we had goblins, we'd have just killed them. So worth noting, if you're playing the non-Belcher side, you should always force the big ritual. Usually Seething Song's a great one to force. I'm not gonna board here on the play. The onus is on them to mulligan for force, and the way they force there, they're just gonna lose to empty the warrants anyways. So I think I'd rather just do that. This hand just doesn't really do anything, does it? There's 1, 2, 3. I guess this makes enough to cast a Belcher. I guess this is fine. You get a redraw too. We get LED, we can kill them. Okay, put them all into 5s. Maybe they don't have it. Trying one more Twitch server. If this one still doesn't work, we'll just call it a day. Yeah, it looks like it's a connection issue on my end. I'm not sure if it's the cold or what. Not sure how weather affects fiber. I hope it's not cold affecting fiber. That would be pretty bad. I don't think it's on Twitch's end. I'm pretty sure it's on my connection. We have a Belcher go. We just need a mana to kill them. They could be a Stifle deck. Oh, you know what? It was technically optimal to play the Lotus Petal out and use this to cast this, because that way if we drew an LED and they had a Stifle, we could have an extra mana out. Yeah. Probably won't come up, but Jacob, please stop. Please stop, Jacob. Please stop, Jacob. Thank you, buddy. Nope, Jake, we're not pulling Dad's headset. I know you think it's funny, but we're not doing that right now. No. No. No, no. No, no. I'm gonna concede to like a Shatter or whatever here. Smash the Smithereens or whatnot. Those of you just on YouTube in the future, I did not stream the end of this league. I'm having connection issues of some sort. I don't know if it's on my end. It's probably on my end. I tried a couple different Twitch servers. Having sporadic connection. Mana? Mana? Okay, deal. Because they have the Prowess creature, I'm gonna activate this now. Gonna get stifled here. If we don't get stifled and we get to game 3, we're gonna bring in the Xantid Swarms. Yep. We board in these 3. Usually trim a Song, an LED, and a Burning Wish. I'll leave the LED and trim 2 Songs. I think that's fine. You walking around in my boots? We'll see. Hopefully the opponent mulligans Oblivion looking for Force again this game. Tinge doesn't do anything, doesn't have any win conditions in it. Have to throw those back. I'm gonna keep this in the draw with the Scry. It's got a Probe as a redraw in it. It's not exciting, but you don't win a lot of games in this deck by going to 5 cards. You just need so much mana to win. Show my opponent mine. Hopefully they'll show me theirs. Get to see what we're playing around, if it's beatable. Probably not beatable. One of the upsides is our hand doesn't currently do anything. So if my opponent like taps out here and like only has a soft counter, we could potentially get them if we rip hot here. We like 2 shots to draw a piece of action. Alright. Sorry, redraw. Nope. Alright. Easy concession there. Remember, you're not playing this deck to fight through hate. You're playing this deck to cheese people out, so if you probe your opponent and you see a hand like that, go get some lunch. Let's find... We're 2-2 now, so let's find our last match, see if we can finish the league. Give it the old 3-2 finish here. And doesn't have any starting mana in it, which is unfortunate. I guess I could hope to probe into it. I need 2 pieces of mana though. I guess these are randoms. Yeah, I'm gonna keep this. This hand generates a lot of storm. Opponent commenting they were just watching us, so they know they need to mulligan. Which is unfortunate for us. A downside to casting our matches. Roll to 5. We're not playing this deck to beat Force Blue card. They have it in 7, 6, 5. And again, like, when you're playing this deck at events, like, this is a terrible deck to have to play at local tournaments where, like, you're going to be playing against the same people week in and week out, because people are going to get that added piece of information where, like, you don't get your free game 1 wins where, like, your opponents randomly keep 6s and 7s where, like, they don't beat you because they can't mulligan to Forcible in the Dark every time. But, like, this opponent was watching the stream, so they knew that we're playing Belcher, so they know that they need to mulligan to that Force Blue card. So you don't get that free game 1, and then normally when you get that free game 1, you then get to, like, usually get a coin flip to steal one of the post-board games, because they're not always going to be able to mulligan to it perfectly. Or, like, they'll have it and you'll have Xantid Swarm to, like, get them. Again, on the play, I'm not going to mulligan. I'm not going to sideboard at all here. Waiting on the opponent to finish figuring out how they're sideboarding. I'm mulligan to a Force plus blue card. We'll concede. We'll move on with our life. You know, that's the life of a Belcher player, really. I think this deck is a bit worse than Oops All Spells. Oops All Spells mulligans better and is a little bit more consistent, and, like, the hands it's able to go off with. Yeah, this hand makes 1, 2, 3. It doesn't have a lot of storm count, but it's probably fine. Opponent gets to bring in things to kill us kill our goblins post board, which kind of sucks. Look at what you got. Force Delver, okay, so they're playing Delver. Right, our opponent messed up here. You're supposed to force that ritual. It's funny too, because our opponent said they were watching the stream, and I talked about how you're supposed to force the first big ritual. And I guess they had some stuff in hand, right? I guess they get to force one of my empties. We're only making 10 goblins here, which is a little bit medium since 2 of our cards were spirit guides. We didn't get the storm count from them, but I think this is fine. This is what we got. We're gonna work with it here. These are my goblins. We're hoping they're gonna go the distance. We might see them force a pair of these. I don't remember if I saw Death Ray when I probed them. If they have Death Ray, we could be in a little bit of trouble. They just have Delver on 1. We don't really care about that. Oh yeah, they have Death Ray. Why does this thing have 2 points of toughness? Questions we'll never know the answer to. Cast this. Why not? Attack for 10. They'll block, they'll go to 10. If they have enough spells, like if they have Probe plus like a Bolt with this Pyromancer, I think we're going to just lose here. We're not going to be able to attack fast enough with just 10 goblins. Probe. I thought they had a Pyromancer. Why would you probe before playing the Pyromancer? That's just wrong, right? Maybe they were trying to hit a fetch. Oh. Okay. Sure. Alright. And again, you're not playing this deck to beat stuff, so... Good games, opponent. Thanks everyone for watching. I'll catch all y'all around later. Sorry about the connection issues that caused the stream to end earlier today. And to see if we can figure out what was causing that exactly. Peace.